Once you've tested your microphone, you'll need to go into your actual speech room to check and make sure that your webcam works as well. To do this, when you're in your class, you click on Blackboard Collaborate, and then you look for your speech room at the bottom. You click on there and it runs similar to what you saw before. You join the room, it shows up down at the bottom. Once it's ready, you click on the room and it'll take a few moments to load. And then once it loads up for you, once it's verified it and you have been put into the room, once you're in the room, you want to make sure that your video and your audio are working. The first thing I want to do is click on Talk to turn on my microphone. And you can see that I'm talking because of the line that shows up underneath. Then I want to click on Video, and you should show up there. And if you show up there, the first thing you want to do is make sure that there are no distractions behind you. Clearly, this is not a good place for me to be giving a speech, so I may want to consider trying to move things around, adjust my camera to make sure that I can have the best possible speech. So once I've done this, you'll see that this recording not started, start recording now. You can actually close this down and use the record button up at the top. So what I want to do is when I go to give my speech, I'll hit record and it'll say start resume recording and say okay. And then it'll tell you when the recording is started. So then you will go ahead and give your speech. And once you have completed giving your speech, you just hit recording again. And it says stop pause recording and I want to say okay. It will say recording stopped. And once that's completed, I just X out of the room. Do you really want to leave the session? Okay. Now, in order for you to be able to see your recording, you have to exit out of Collaborate. And once that's happened, it's going to take a little while for your video to show up. So the next thing we're going to do is look at how that happens. We're going to pretend like some time has passed since we recorded our speech. Sometimes it can take a couple of hours depending on the length of your speech. So when you want to go in and check to make sure everything works, you click on Blackboard Collaborate. And you can see here are rooms beneath here. But what you want to do is click on Recordings. And then you'll be able to see all of the recordings that you've made. And I did one that I replayed and realized that the audio wasn't working. So I know that one's not going to work. And so this is the most recent one that I have completed. So you just click on there. And again, it'll show up down beneath here. You click on it and it will open up the recording for you. You'll get your verifying the application. Once your recording has opened, it will automatically play for you. I've paused this so that you can see what happens. If you just click play, you should be able to hear yourself and see yourself, and then you know your recording is good to go.
Okay. And then it'll tell you when the recording is started, so then you will go ahead and give your speech.
Now, as you can see, it worked, and I can hear myself fairly well. I know I probably need to redo my speech because of my background, but this is how you test to make sure that your recording has worked.